In a groundbreaking move, the Nigerian government is set to begin exportation of gas to South Africa through one of its firms, Riverside LNG, a prominent Nigerian energy company. The project is expected to start in the last quarter of 2024. This development marks the initiation of what will be the first ever gas deal between Nigeria and South Africa, signaling a potential collaboration in the energy sector. The firm actually revealed its strategic focus on expanding its reach across the continent. Earlier, the firm formalized a gas export partnership with Jonas Suez Energy Import AG of Germany, demonstrating its commitment to international collaborations. Currently, there is a massively evolving gas market in the region, covering South Africa, West Africa, all to Northwest Europe and to the Caribbean and South America broadly. While emphasizing the confidentiality of the ongoing discussions, the firm refrained from providing specific details about the negotiations with South African counterparts. The company is simultaneously exploring potential opportunities in Liberia and Cameroon, further solidifying its position as a key player in the African energy landscape. South Africa's persistent power shortages due to aging and inadequately maintained power stations, delays in procuring extra electricity from private providers due to grid constraints and legal disputes. The firm's LNG potential gas supplies deal with South Africa aligns with the country's effort to diversify its energy sources, moving away from coal dependence, with 80% of electricity production currently reliant on coal. South Africa aims to achieve a significant portion of its power from renewables by 2030. The firm also emphasized the broader opportunities for Nigeria, stating that there is a huge market opportunity for Nigeria in being a trading hub. The evolving gas markets in the region present a strategic advantage for Nigeria to position itself as a pivotal player in the global energy trade. South Africa is currently grappling with its most severe energy crisis, marked by frequent and extended blackouts that can last up to 10 hours a day. The government of South Africa faced mounting pressure to address the decades-long crisis, which has far-reaching implications for the country's economy, social welfare, and overall development. To understand the causes of this energy crisis and what's behind the persistent blackout, it is essential to examine a combination of factors ranging from mismanagement and corruption to reliance on coal and inadequate investment in alternative energy sources. A significant contributor to the South Africa's energy crisis is Eskom, the government-owned national power utility that generates approximately 95% of electricity in the country, as well as a substantial share of the electricity generated on the African continent. Mismanagement, including poor maintenance practices, inadequate investment, and inefficient operations, has plagued Eskom since 2007, resulting in a strained power supply. As a result, breakdowns and blackouts have become increasingly frequent, causing significant disruptions in daily life and economic activities. According to data provided by the company, South Africa is facing a severe electricity crisis, surpassing the levels of power cuts experienced years back. In 2022, the country witnessed more than 200 days of power cuts, which was already considered the worst year for blackout in its history. The current situation has escalated to the extent that South Africans are enduring stage 6 power cuts, resulting to 6 to 8 hours long blackouts each day that affect the majority of the population. Furthermore, Eskom has been plagued with allegations of corruption and state capture, which have severely affected its ability to deliver consistent and trustworthy electricity. The utility has accumulated massive debt estimated to be around 450 billion rands, which is about 31 billion when converted to dollars. This has limited its capacity to invest in infrastructure upgrade and modernization. This debt burden has further strained Eskom's operation, exacerbating the energy crisis and undermining the utility's ability to provide consistent and reliable power to South Africans. State capture allegations have raised concerns about political interference within Eskom, with contracts allegedly being awarded to politically connected individuals and entities. This has compromised transparency and diverted resources away from essential infrastructure investments. The consequences of mismanagement and corruption extend beyond the energy sector, impacting the economy, businesses, and essential services like healthcare and education. Prolonged blackouts have also disrupted productivity, deterred foreign investment, and affected public safety. South Africa is also struggling to meet the growing energy demands resulting from a growing population and increasing industrialization. Another issue is that the country's energy infrastructure is outdated. Without proper maintenance and timely upgrade, these infrastructure components have become increasingly unreliable, leading to breakdowns and further power outages. Insufficient investment in infrastructure has also hindered the integration of renewable energy sources into the energy mix. South Africa has significant renewable energy potentials, including solar and wind resources. However, the lack of adequate infrastructure has limited the country's ability to harness these clean energy sources effectively. Instead, the nations remain heavily reliant on traditional coal-fired power plants, which further strains the power supply and contributes to the energy crisis. To be sincere, the energy crisis in South Africa calls for an emergency. The crisis threatens to stifle its economic growth and development. Meanwhile, Nigeria, Africa's largest oil and gas producer, boasts an abundance of natural gas reserves. Currently, there is a vast opportunity for South Africa to benefit from Nigeria's gas, fostering a brighter energy future for both nations. Nigeria's gas export can provide South Africa with a reliable and consistent energy source, mitigating the risk of power outages and load shedding. By diversifying its energy mix, South Africa can reduce its dependence on coal and other fossil fuels, ensuring a more stable and secure energy supply. Access to Nigeria's gas can also stimulate South Africa's industrial sector, driving economic growth and job creation. Gas-powered industries such as manufacturing, mining, and agriculture can flourish, contributing significantly to the country's GDP. Nigeria's gas also offers a cleaner and more efficient alternative to coal, reducing South Africa's carbon footprint and environmental impact. This transition can help South Africa meet its climate change commitments and improve air quality while ensuring a healthier environment for its citizens. By leveraging Nigeria's gas, South Africa can strengthen regional ties and promote economic integration within Africa. This cooperation can pave the way for joint energy projects, knowingly sharing and infrastructure development, fostering a more united and prosperous continent. To be sincere, South Africa's energy crisis can be alleviated by tapping into Nigeria's abundant gas reserves. By embracing this opportunity, South Africa can ensure energy security, drive economic growth, reduce environmental impact, and promote regional cooperation. As both nations navigate the complexities of energy development, the partnership can serve as a beacon for a brighter and more sustainable energy future in Africa. South Africa currently doesn't have a facility to receive liquefied natural gas. Therefore, the deal between the Nigerian firm and the South African firm will not take place until 2027, pending when a proper infrastructure is constructed in South Africa to receive gas. As earlier stated, South Africa relies on coal for 4/5 of its power generation, but with investment unlikely in the sector, it is now looking at renewable sources to generate as much as 60 gigawatts of its power needs by 2030, which is why Nigeria is looking at solidifying its relationships with South Africa in order to push through with the gas deal. Please subscribe and share your thoughts on this video. Thank you.